It used to be hard for this family to run and play in their yard. That big pooch left its business all over. Dad would spend his time cleaning up puppy messes. Now, I make sure the yard is clean so they can play without worry. Yes, there really is a poop fairy.
Frida's Cleaning Service is a small family-owned business established in 2003. With over 17 years of professional, high-quality, and greatly satisfied service, the Frida's Cleaning Service will get the job done. Specializing in sanitizing your home, business, post-construction, and commercial cleaning, no job's too big or small. See for yourself and give us a call, 567-249-9172. La Frida's Cleaning Service. Our reputation is always spotless. Do you have questions about buying or selling a home, not sure if you're qualified? Your local real estate agent, Antoinette Ware, is here for you. Do you live out of town, moving out of town, or looking for investment property? Well, let's work together and make it happen. Antoinette Ware can be reached at 419-917-6258. The name you know, celebrating over 20 years. Serving Toledo and surrounding areas.
Are you tired of driving around a dirty car? Say hello to the ultimate solution for your car. Quick Auto Detail, home, work, or wherever. Their mobile car spa will clean and shine your car anytime and anywhere. Their products are gentle on your car's paint, and they use only the highest quality materials. Book your appointment now.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live, it's time for the silky smooth sounds of Smooth Tim and Her Majesty herself, Queen Silvy.
Hey, it is Smooth Tim, and thank you so much for dropping by and spending another Thursday evening with us on the Now You Know Show. It is now my extreme pleasure to bring to you the world's sexiest granny, the Queen herself, Queen Silvy.
Correcto mundo, I am Queen Silvy on this terrific Thursday, the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth
Testing
Tim.
my reflexes.
Yes, that I am. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this great world today. I hope you're ready for the super greatness, Smooth. How are you today?
I am doing terrific on this Thursday, Queen, and how are you doing?
As always, I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I suppose it's 24/7, 365. Queen Silvy, you are simply
I know.
amazing. I see you have a little bit of drummer in you today, too. You want your drumsticks?
No, I just go,
You do.
I am amazing. Dang right I am. But you are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing. We have some amazing kings and queens bringing you some inspirational, encouraging, motivating.
A potpourri of entertainment for you.
A potpourri of entertainment. That's correct. Coming from the heart just for you. So you do have time to be kind and spread the word for someone else to come on in and get the super greatness we have in store for you. Later on in the show, we will be showcasing a very multi-talented young man blowing us. He's out of Michigan by the name of, Chetan Clawson. It's spelled a little bit different, but Chetan Clawson, hey, he is bad, B-A-D. We had a chance to check him out this past weekend, the other day there.
Just the other day, yeah. Cheddar. But just put an N at the end of it, so C-H-A-T-A.
Special, baby, special,
Silent N on the end,
multi-talented.
Cheddar, yeah.
Doing it great, and we're going to showcase that later on in the show. But, I'm glad that you are here. Smooth has something to tell you.
I certainly do, Queen. Our hearts and prayers are going out to the world. As always, there's still all kinds of things going on internationally as well as domestically. And, still a lot of divisions for one reason and or the other around. But, we are all, after all, one people, descended from, Adam and Eve. Let's keep this all real.
Hey.
So why hate? We are basically all related in some way and or the other.
Because there's still evil that walks on this earth, so you need to all stick together, bond. And what's that word? We all need to keep faith over fear. Straight up.
Indeed. Anyhow, wow. That depressed me talking about it. Anyhow, hey, analytics from last week. How about the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Mexico, Germany, Poland, Africa, Ireland, France, and Australia? Thank you for tuning on in.
Yes.
And you know what, people? If you happen to miss any of our shows, look at the top of the screen. You're going to see ways to keep in contact with us or keep up with us. Either go to www.thequeensylvyshow.com. Better yet, go to YouTube, and in the YouTube search engine, drop in The Queen Silvy Show. You'll get the results of all three of our shows, as well as some movies that the Queen and I have been in, some cartoons that we've been in, some
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Another potpourri of entertainment for
All
you.
for you.
Otherwise, hey, that is all over to you, my Queen.
Hey, well, I appreciate that, Smooth. I want you to know, if you are watching this live, Smooth and myself, we love and appreciate you. And if you're watching this later on our archive,
Our love is everlasting.
our love is everlasting. Yes, we love and appreciate you on this terrific Thursday, the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. Listen, be kind, spread the word. Let someone else in on the super greatness that we provide for you every Thursday. And tonight you are in for a super great show. So what I like to do right now is give some shout outs to my deserving kings and queens all over the world, like holistic health advocate Marva Riley, Marie McKenzie and the International Sexual Assault Recovery Institute, Carmen Jewel with Massage Therapy by Carmen, Simone Enterprise and the Entertainment Company, and the Simone Family Foundation, A Journey Through Healing with Beatrice Crawford Daniels,
Shadow to you.
to Kinsley Petiniot, Queen Jenna, Queen Ashley, Follette Clark, and Kennette Rawls,
Shadow to you.
to Helen Myers, Peace Myers, Corey and Casey Petiniot, and Joan Mercer,
Shadow to you.
Queen Aaliyah, Asia Tay, Maya Camille, and Dejour,
Shadow to you.
to my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren. I'm going to keep it like that. Oink.
Shadow to you.
To Jonathan Easley, Lee Allen Sr., Wade, and Katrina, LP and Cynthia, Melvin and Teresa, Kaki, and Mike,
Shadow to you.
Queen Sonia, Kaki, Shanika, Alana, Brianna, and Precious,
Shadow to you.
to Nancy, Delia, and Chrissy from Fort Worth, Texas.
Shadow to you.
I think I need to clear my throat. Just one moment. Okay, here we go.
Meow. Ribbit. Ribbit.
They got that ribbon again. I'm telling you. Woo. I said it before and I'll say it again. Don't knock it till you try it. Yeah. To Ryan and Kelly and the All American Boys, Matt and Tracy and the All American Girls.
Shout out to you.
To Pamela Anderson, C. Shorty Franklin, Patricia Wilhelm McGiffin, Renita Easley, Gold Rosa, Donna Ferry, and Pam Bailey. Hey.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in Africa, Amy Kanema, Webster Rito, Hostile Flow, Hero Boy, and Princess Ariel Lua.
Shout out to you.
To Sabrina Williams, Pinky Harmon, Sassy Savage, Robin Taylor, DJ Team Broke 100.
Shout out to you.
To my good friends in United Kingdom, Beth Lambert, Nicola Jones, Bethany Jones, and Kay Cross.
Shout out to you.
To Lorenzo Gabaniza, Christine Lewis Anderson, James and Audrey, Serious Edition, and Nana Linda Hartley.
Shout out to you.
To Edith Verhoek, Queen D. Brown, Sandra and Ben Johnson, Melody Gore Dobb, Miguel Montebon, Brian Pearson, Brenda Ramirez, and my good friend, Joe Maz.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Hey, if you'd love to be shouted out, if you have someone you would love for us to represent and shout out, we will gladly hook you up 3 days a week, every Tuesday with a multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show, every Wednesday with Tim's Tidbits, and again, every Thursday with the Now You Know Show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. As we bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you. Check out this resource. And when we get back, let's get the ball rolling. Rolling with super greatness we have in store for you on the Now You Know Show. Join me every Tuesday for fun and games and play for cash. That's right. Sylvia Mid, the fun word guessing game is back and you can come aboard and play. It's simple. Just email us your name and contact information and you are in there, baby. Yeah.
Well,
Wasn't that wonderful? Guess what? There's so much more in store for you.
You're
so
a wonderful queen.
Thank you. I'm what?
You're amazing.
I know. Tell me something I don't know. I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah, right. You know, I like to say that. Yeah. Right. So, are you ready for some super greatness that we have in store for you? Yeah. Well, let's get it on because Pamela Anderson is making a worldwide difference, a difference within the community. In conjunction with the Alzheimer's Association, the Queen Silvy Show, she is blowing up with so much information regarding Alzheimer's and dementias. So enjoy her segment, You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela.
Hello, and I hope your day is going well, and I thank you for watching. You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela. Now, I am Pamela Anderson, and I'm a former caregiver for my mom, Michele Boyd, who had dementia. And I'm currently a caregiver for my brother, John. He lives with dementia. Now, this week, I will shed some light on the stages of the Alzheimer's disease, which progresses in 3 stages: early, middle, and late. And sometimes it is referred to as mild, moderate, or severe. Now, the Alzheimer's disease does affect people in different ways, and the symptoms progress through the stages differently. The symptoms of the Alzheimer's disease worsen over time, and the rate at which the disease progresses, that also varies. Now, the changes in the brain related to the Alzheimer's disease begin years before the signs of the disease is noticeable, and it could last for years. Now, the stages of the Alzheimer's disease are an overall idea of how the ability changes in the brain once the symptoms appear. And these stages should act as a general guideline. Sometimes it is difficult to put a person in one stage because sometimes the stages do overlap. So let's talk about some of the symptoms of the early to mild dementia. That's when the person may function the same way. Nothing is different. They can drive, they can go to work, they can be a part of a social activity. Now, the symptoms may not be apparent at this time, but the person, they may feel something is wrong. They may maybe start forgetting things, forgetting familiar words, or the location of everyday items. The family and friends may start to notice some of these changes, and that's the time to consult a physician. Now, when we get to the middle to the moderate stage of the Alzheimer's disease, it is the longest stage, and it can last for years. And the disease progresses with this person at a rate that will require a greater level of care. Now, moving on to the late or severe stage of the Alzheimer's disease. In this stage, the symptoms are severe. And the individual, they will lose their ability to respond to their environment, and they will need extensive care. Now remember, even though they may not be able to engage, they do benefit from interaction. A touch of your hand, the sound of music, singing and dancing, or just embracing them. Now, you can find out more about the stages of the Alzheimer's disease by going to alz.org. And if you join me next week, we'll talk about if it's old age or is it the Alzheimer's disease. So I'm going to need for you to tune in. Now, this is Pam, and I thank you for listening to me. And I can be reached on my Facebook support group page, You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela. And I do want you to remember that you are not alone.
Yes, if you don't know, now you
Now
know.
you know.
That's right. Hey, and I ask you to pass the word around, pass it to your neighbor, someone else, to go to the Facebook group page, You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela. There's so much resources and information there. Pamela Anderson is there to answer any questions because this disease gets misdiagnosed a lot. And there's a lot of symptoms, a lot of things people don't understand or know. So go there and get that. And Pamela Anderson, hey, I thank you for coming aboard this platform, making a worldwide difference. On this terrific Thursday, the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Time. I always ask you this, and I'm going to ask you again. I'm going to keep it real. Are you hungry? You want to eat? You hungry? Well, that's what LP handles and takes care of. He goes around the United States checking out fast food restaurants, and we thank everyone who sends in the recommendations for places for him to try. Well, he smashes it in front of you, and usually he rates it. You be the one to decide if you'd like to check it out, and perhaps maybe you have. So let's see where he is. He's at Nettie's in the Glass City, Toledo, Ohio, checking out the famous chili dogs. So let's check it out within his segment, LP Flavor Review.
Yeah, they got a good Coney dog, so enjoy this segment.
Down here in Toledo, Ohio. And I had to come check out Nettie's, man, and see what's really going on. Because, last time I checked, they got the best conies in the city, in the state. Welcome to LP's Flavor Review. you know, we went down to Nettie's, you know, and I had to go try they famous chili dogs. You know, I've been here when I was a little kid. I grew up with this place. It's been a long time since I've been in Toledo and had a chance to go and visit Nettie's. But I'm here today, yo, and we gonna see if it still tastes like I remember. I got 2 famous chili dogs and a strawberry slushy. Now, they slushies is goated, you know. I know when I went to the Rios, that shit was not it, but this is a famous Nettie's chili dog. They still wrap it the same way they've been wrapping it since I can remember. Let's take the pennies off this bitch, shall we? This is a Nettie's Coney chili dog. Let's see what it's hitting on, y'all. Mm-hmm. This is it. The buns, nice and soft. The chili has nice flavor and goes well with the onions and the mustard. It has like a nice spice level. And the hot dog, you know, tell it's a nice beef hot dog. You know, it's a nice ratio between hot dog and bun. So everything is like well proportioned on here, and the flavor is on point. I wish they put a little bit more mustard on it, but these are some goated chili dogs. And then they got the strawberry slushy to go with it. Can't get no better than that. Just like I remember since I was growing up. They ain't never changed. Still goated. With that being said, LPs Flavor Review gives Nettie's hot dogs, I give it a good 8.7. I'll definitely come back here anytime. These slushies still give a nigga brain freezes. Ugh, badly. So good though. Oh.
Well.
Alrighty.
Well, that's them Nettie's chili dogs. You know, I've been to Nettie's before, and I'm just not a hot dog person. You know, I've changed how I eat, so that slushy looks like sugar.
You never had one of their hot dogs.
Yes, I've had one. I mean, if they're good, they give it to it. It's just not my cup of tea.
You like the slushies?
Not no more. I used to.
No brain freezes?
That's too much sugar in them slushies, man. I'm like,
Well, yeah, that's all that stuff is.
I mean, sweet. How your kids swinging around like, well, you sit your ass down there.
May as well just give them cotton candy, right?
Mm-hmm. Here, just go on over there and lick that cup of sugar.
Yep. Why not just eat raw sugar.
But to each his own, do what you got to do. I say fill it in with some water or something. I don't know. But Nettie's is a really famous place in the Glass City. It's very delicious. If you have tried it, just let me know what you think about it because, yeah, it got it going on to each his own. It's just not my thing. And, hey, LP, I thank you for coming aboard this platform, making me want to go get something else to eat today. But I want to get something. Don't know what yet, but something this evening is going to do it for the girl. But you can catch that and so much more on a whole nother level if you go to his YouTube channel, LP Flavor Review. On this terrific Thursday, how you doing? You doing good? I'm glad you are because I'm ready to see, dance, and get my praise on at the same time because that's what superstar Kayne Petiniot does. He's born blind and autistic. He is a man of God, superior songwriter, blessing the world. And you're going to get your blessings on too within this segment, God's Word to be Heard with Kayne.
What's up? Hey, God bless each and every single one of you brothers and sisters. This is Superstar Kayne Petiniot here for another edition of God's Word to be Heard with another song that I pray will bless each and every single one of you guys. Yeah. Step back, devil, get away from me. Stand back, Satan, give me 50 feet. Step back, devil, get away from me. Satan, give me 50 feet, cause you know you're in defeat. Step back, devil, get away from me. Stand back, Satan, give me 50 feet. Step back, devil, get away from me. Jesus died for all my sins and now I've got the victory. Devil, I don't need you, get out of my life completely. I'm wearing the armor of God so you cannot defeat me. You're trying to deceive me, but you will never beat me. I'm walking with the Lord because I know He'll never leave me. Not everything that you like, I'm getting out of my life. I ain't watching the football game, I'm living all the highlights. Keep living the good life, keep fighting the good fight. So just get out of my sight, cause I'm so tired of your lies. Get away from me, I am strong and you are weak. You're just mad cause you got beat, you ain't got no room to speak. Jesus Christ makes me complete, cause His love is pure and sweet. Move your feet and lose your seat, I hope we don't ever meet. Step back, devil, get away from me. Stand back, Satan, give me 50 feet. Step back, devil, get away from me. Satan, give me 50 feet, cause you know you're in defeat. Step back, devil, get away from me. Stand back, Satan, give me 50 feet. Step back, devil, get away from me. Jesus died for all my sins and now I've got the victory. If I could go back to the day we met, I probably would just stay in bed. You've put so many lies in my head, I've done so many things to regret. Now I'm doing what Jesus said, cause I'm not gonna end up dead. I'm spirit fed. Thank you for the blood He shed. Tell me, why should I come back? You're just trying to attack. Yes, I've made some bad mistakes, but I finally made a pact. That's a promise I won't break. That's a chance I cannot take, cause I'll do whatever it takes to enter them pearly gates. Devil, you can't have me, so quit trying to attack me. Quit trying to distract me. I know you thought you had me, cause love is everlasting. I'm praying and I'm fasting. I'm changing how I'm acting. You're crying and I'm laughing. Step back, devil, get away from me. Stand back, Satan, give me 50 feet. Step back, devil, get away from me. Satan, give me 50 feet, cause you know you're in defeat. Step back. I love you guys. Thank you so very much for listening. You guys can find me on Facebook, Kayne, Kayne, Petiniot, Petiniot, YouTube under Kayne, Kayne, the Christian rapper, also TikTok and a Messenger. I love you guys. Thank you so very much for listening, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Kayne. Appreciate
Yes, you know. Now you know what I was doing, right? Ooh, what was I doing? What was I dropping it like it was sizzling?
Yes, she
Ooh,
was.
yes, I was. Get back, devil. Get away from me. Oh, I love that. Love that. Love the beat. Love the words. It's powerful. And Kayne, we thank you so much for coming aboard this platform, blessing the world, and giving me a little something to do in my seat while I sit here.
A little exercise. Never hurt anybody.
Hey, you know what? It's okay to move your body to Christian music, to dance, to get your groove on, be happy, and get the message all in one. So, hey.
Well, in fact, we had a
Lafayette Brown, that's right.
Brown on,
Former guest on the Queen Silvy Show has a hot line dance Christian song you need to get yourself connected to.
Another reason to go back to our YouTube page, Queen.
So much in store for just you. I mean, not just for me and Smooth It, but for you.
You, it's all about you.
And
in fact, these next couple segments coming up are all about you.
They sure are. These are the dynamic duos, queens, that's been to bring it to you. Hold on one moment, please. Amen. That's what Kennette Rawls does, starts to bring the out in me. And that is because she's exceptional at what she does, energizes you, brings you the best from the heart, just for you. Inspirational, and you are going to love the segment. Living life focused on you.
Welcome to Living Life Focused on You. Tonight is Thursday, July the 11th, 2024, and it is my honor and my absolute pleasure to come to you guys from my heart to yours, living life focused on you and focused on me. This week's focus point is better days are coming. Better days are coming. Truly, we have been through a lot this 2024 season. But I want you guys to focus this week on knowing better days are coming. Know this. There is no doubt about it. Better days are coming. If there is something that you have been going through in this 2024 season, know that it's going to turn around and better days are coming. For surely there is an end to anything that has began. You need to know that trouble does not last always. Know that in this life, we all fall down, but surely we will get back up again. Better days are coming for you, and better days are coming for me. Hold your head up high and keep that smile, knowing that we have better days coming. And living life focused on us. We got this. I want you guys to read this week Proverbs 23 verse 18 that states, there is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Whatever it is that we have been going through that has set us back, know that better days are coming. Better days are coming. I want you guys to know that I don't fake my lifestyle. And I have good days and bad days. And I'm telling you, sometimes you guys, I might be struggling through the weeks myself. And I want you guys to know we are in this together. We're going through this together. We're not going to give up. We're going to meet it head on. We're going to beat it head on, letting the devil know that he is a liar, letting him know that there is no weapon that can form against us shall prosper. We got this. We don't have to be perfect in this life for God to know our hearts and our heart's desire. I want you guys to focus this week on knowing that better days are coming. Better days for you and better days for me. We got this week. Stay positive this week, you guys. And remember, living life focused on you and focused on me. I want you guys to look for me on Facebook, Kennette Rawls, and my Instagram is Miss K2U224. I can't judge you and you can't judge me, but I can tell you what I have been doing in my living life focused on you. I have decided to dedicate myself from my heart to yours, to train myself to know that we can be a positive inspiration for somebody out here. And the positive mindset that I have is I know that better days are coming for you and it's coming for me. Stay positive, stay connected, and surround your circle with positive people. Look forward to next week. Thank you.
Yes, she's told it like it is. Better days are coming. That's right. Hold to your faith. Faith over fear.
And we say it all the time, don't we?
Oh, yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Kennette Rawls, for coming aboard this platform, making a difference. We love and appreciate you. And, you know, that was just a tip of it because we have another part, another half of the dynamic duo who's bringing it just for you. And that is Michele Boyd, who, hold up, wait. Do you have your blue ink pen?
Yes, ma'am, right in front of me here.
Something to write on?
Yes, ma'am, right in front of me here.
Anything. I don't care if it's a napkin.
I like little memo pads and what something that she says that sparks me. I could just put it down on a little memo
Very
pad.
good.
Put it on the refrigerator so I see
Very
it.
good. He's a good student indeed. And you can too because she does this from the heart just for you, giving you the knowledge and inspiration tools to keep yourself a priority. And we are in love with her segments. You will too. Check it out. Empowering Moments with Michi.
Hey loves, welcome to Empowering Moments with Michi. I'm Michele Boyd, certified life coach, women's empowerment strategist. I'm a mom, I'm a grandma, I'm that go-to person all my family and friends come to when they're facing challenges, and I am a survivor of domestic violence. I pray that you have been taking care of yourselves, hydrating, and just taking care of yourselves. You know, life be lifing, and with that life comes stress, loves. But all stress is good for the body. There are two types of stress. There's eustress, and some examples are buying a house, having a baby. That's good stress. That's eustress. However, the one that most people are familiar with is distress. That's loss of a job, just life be life. And so that's the distress. But loves, too much stress on your body, which is considered chronic stress, is not good. And it operates in stages. The first stage is alarm, and an example would be being attacked by a dog, or you see a dog coming toward you. What happens is your pupils dilate, your blood pressure spikes, your heart rate increases. Your heart rate increases. I'm looking at my notes. Your heart rate increases, and there's all types of physiological things going on with your body. But when that stressor is removed, which is the dog, your body returns to that normal state. If the stressor is not removed, meaning if that dog is still coming at you, your body goes into what is called stage 2, which is adaptation. Now at adaptation, what happens is your body starts to release what's called cortisol, and it's a reaction recovery chemical in your body, and it tries to get your body back to that regulated state if that stressor is still continuing. And this is where the chronic stress comes in. And from that stage, it goes into stage 3, which is exhaustion, that's where you're irritable, you're tired, you can't concentrate, you've just completely run out of gas. So those are the different stages of stress. The thing about the human body is that when it stays in a elevated state of stress, a prolonged state of stress, for too long, it really starts to do damage to the body, not only to your body, but also to your mental health. So, loves, try your best to reduce your stress. There are some things that you can do, and everyone has their own thing. Some things, music therapy is very good. You can dance it out. You can also do deep breathing. There's the 4-7-8 rule, where you inhale through your nose. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold it for 7 seconds, and exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. So it's the 4-7-8. You can also take it a step further and do meditation. And that's where you just sit, even for 5 minutes, and just block out everything around you. You focus on your breathing patterns, and it helps to regulate your body and calm your system down, because doing too much for too long, as I mentioned before, the prolonged state of stress is chronic stress, and over time it has a detrimental effect to your mental and your physical health. So, loves, take care of yourselves, de-stress, okay? I am Michele Boyd, certified life coach, Women's Empowerment Strategist. Until next time, loves, peace, love, and roll easy.
If you don't know what,
No,
now you
you
know.
know.
That's right. Always bringing the best. Thank you so much, Michele Boyd, for coming aboard this platform, making a worldwide difference, giving us all some homework, giving us all some knowledge, some thoughtfulness that we all need, because, yeah, stress will kill you. You got to be careful out there. Make yourself a priority and fill that void with some positivity, with some movement, good health, and good eating. People will try you these days and try and trigger you and trigger that stress, and you end up getting shot messing with me. What? I told you I ain't dealing with no stress. Bring the stress to me, I gotta flick you.
Yeah. Hey, you know, you got a point, though. I mean, some people's trigger points that are all-time low anymore.
Mm-hmm. Hey, stick around next week, because we got more for that. And this time, if you didn't bring that blue ink pen,
Shame on you.
shame on you.
Anyhow, you go to go to Tim's Tidbits, and you'll see maybe a segment in there at the very end that you'll see the trigger point of some individuals are very substandard,
Right?
shall we say.
That was a good one, too. I'm telling you. I'm not even going to say anything. You're like, what? What are you talking about? Well, go find out.
Go to YouTube and figure
Go
it
find
all
out.
out.
It's right there. Right? Go on. I dare you. Go on there. Go on there. Go
Anyhow,
on there.
okay, we got off topic.
Yes, well, you know, we do that sometimes because I can do that if I want to. What? Hello? Thought you knew.
Because it is your show, Queen.
Well, it's just because I want to be me. I can only be me. And I could also say that Fantom Frost brings it to the platform. Fantom Frost is a...
Synth music composer, instructor.
He's a jack of all trades when it comes to music, giving you the ins and the outs and the how-tos and anything. So, hey, if you got some musical instruments and you don't know what the check him out. Ask a question. Go check out his segments as well, because I'm sure he's covered something that you need to go. So let's find out what is he covering this week with his segment, Studio Cats.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Fantom. I keep screwing that up. Welcome to Studio Cats. I'm your host, Phantom Frost. You can see in the back here, cat down that one. I thought I'd take a break from my creation part of it to give something that came up to me. Now, here in Toledo, it's kind of hot, but it's manageable, I guess, right now on my day off. As you can see behind me, my studio is still kind of in shambles. None of these are hooked up. And so I started thinking about classical music. Ironically, how I thought about this was because I was playing Fallout 76 on the Xbox, and I get tired of some of the, as you can see, here's normal. I get tired of some of the cat's always getting away. I get tired of some of the music that they play, so I turn on the classical music station on the game itself. Come here. Anyhow, classical music. If you don't know a lot about music, you probably might have heard a classical piece, one or two. You might have heard it at a wedding or something like that. The classical music has been around since the early 1500s, I think. 1582, 16th century, I believe it would be. So some of the great artists like Wolfgang Amadeus, or Wolfgang, God, I cannot think today. Some of the artists like Beethoven and Chopin and anyway, I'm drawing a blank. But anyhow, the reason I bring this up is because a lot of those, when they were writing those pieces, they did not have the benefits I have with all this instrumentation to be able to hear their stuff there. What they heard when they were writing their pieces in their head and writing it down note for note on the paper was an orchestration, and then later on they would have had players, you know, like say an orchestra, small orchestra, to come in and play those pieces, so they made sure that they sounded good. And how they did that, you know, I guess they had to have a better imagination to how they think it's going to sound. Not really hard in those days because there wasn't a lot of distractions, you know, but these days, I mean, you know, if you're starting to compose a piece and you have any of this stuff going, you can just hit the button, turn it off, go do what you want to do, come back to it. I do that all the time. In fact, that's how I make music, is to be distracted, creatively distracted. And I'll have my music going on, and I will be thinking of something, you know, I'm like, well, I really like that, how that sounds. But I think something that goes hand in hand with actually wanting to create music is the fact that you have to have the appreciation for classical music. And now if you get in classical music, a lot of classical music did not have an actual beat. It had a rhythm to it, you know, with different instruments and stuff like that. They did not have it so they would have, you know, had a rhythm to play to. So they have the conductor up there. That's what the conductor does. He's basically their rhythm section. I mean, they're going to have pit timpanis and stuff behind them, you know, and stuff, but that's how they kept all of that stuff going. These days, using these machines, you have what's called a MIDI clock. And that MIDI clock is something that acts as the conductor. It keeps everybody in time. I didn't really have a point to this, but I thought it was interesting. If you do get a chance to go see some classical music, I know they had those programs in grade school, go see it. It's pretty interesting. But of course now YouTube, you can go find it on there. Anyway, it's about my time. You all take care and keep it frosty.
And thank you very much.
Keep it frosty, baby. That's what's up. And look for so much more next week with Phantom Frost and Studio Cats. Thank you so much, Phantom Frost, for bringing it. Trying to act like I'm scratching. Bringing it. See, he's scratching. I'm all bringing it. Oh, two old people still got it.
Quit it. Gotta be sending people to come and take us away.
I could be silly if I want to. Want to.
Say, something is seriously wrong with these two.
Well, you gotta catch me. That's what I gotta say.
That's right.
But moving on this terrific Thursday, the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim momentarily. Coming up momentarily is the hot music video from the Michigan rock trio Chetan Clawson.
Yeah.
Thank you. Forgive me for that. It's
They
coming
can't
up with that.
pronounce it like it's spelled.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, yeah, you're right. Cheddar, like cheddar cheese, Chetan Clawson. We're going to present that in just a moment. But right now, it is one of my favorite things about the Now You Know show, and that is the Now You Know show question of the week.
Mm-hmm.
That is where good kings and queens video in their answer to the show question of the week. Smooth. This week's show question is...
Queen. Ooh, if you were president for the day, what is the one thing that you would change and why?
Got a little tipped into the political field, but, I'm not going to answer that. I can't do that. No, you don't want to know what I do. It's viciously nice. But let's find out from Pamela Anderson, Marva Riley, Pam Ross, Sylvia Wilson Elgin, and Kennette Rawls. Check it out.
Hi, this is Pam, and I am here to answer the question of the week for Now You Know. If you were president for one day, what is the one thing you would change and why? Well, I come from an age of conspiracy, corruption, racism, and even Jim Crow. So it's just not one thing that I will be able to fix, and definitely one day would not be long enough. But I'll take a shot at something. I would change the focus of age limitations for the president candidacy, and I would make a law that all presidential candidates have to pass an extensive cognitive skill test and a mental health test. This way we will automatically weed out dementia and the crazies. Now, we will need to pass this law, and that way we can focus on what needs to be done for our government. That way our government can stay woke and they can get the job done. Now, this is Pam, and I thank you for listening to me. And I can be reached on my Facebook support group page, You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela. And yes, if I was president for one day, I'd weed out all the dementia patients and the crazies.
Hi there, this is Marva Riley, and the question of the day is, if I were president for a day, what is one thing that I would change and why? And this is my answer. I would make it mandatory that every human being on earth has their own house and has it on at least an acre of land. I believe that no human being should have to spend 30 years of their life paying a mortgage that more than likely they will not finish paying in their lifetime. And if the birds and the other animals have free access to everything, why shouldn't we? In the Christian Bible, Jesus responded and said, foxes have dens, birds have nests, and the Son of Man has no place to lay his head. So yes, that is one law I would pass. Everybody would have access to housing. It would be their house, and it would be on at least 1 acre of land. Nobody would have a mortgage or a debt to pay for the roof over their head. This is Marva Riley, and I can be reached on all major social media platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, my website rnmarvariley.com, and even on TikTok. Go ahead and connect with me. Take care.
Hello, Queen Silvy. What an interesting question. If I were president for one day, what would I change and why? Well, the first thing that came to my head was a president is in there for 4 years, and they rarely get anything done other than to send us into more chaos. So what the hell am I going to get done in 24 hours? So I figured I would just go on vacation. We're going to load up Air Force One with all my favorite beverages and take off to Costa Rica or the Aruba, somewhere like that, and just enjoy my day of presidency. Then I thought, is that a little selfish? Yeah, maybe. So maybe a plan B. So I thought, all right, if I'm president for one day, I'm going to make a decree that no one can be on social media for the full 24 hours that I'm president. That's right, everybody has to put their phones down, their laptops away, and actually talk face to face. Now, I realize that this will be a very unpopular thing to do, but I figure by the time everyone figured out how to talk to each other face to face again, it'd be too late to create a coup and oust me because my 24 hours would be up. So, I think that's what I would do. I think it would be good to get everyone back to actually talking face to face, walking around, going outside, and looking at the world around them instead of and not seeing anything. So, there you have it. Thank you, Queen Silvy. Have a good day, and I look forward to talking to you again.
Hey. Thanks for tuning into this week's segment of the Now You Know question of the week. I am Queen Sylvia. The question of the week is, if I was president for the day, what is the one thing that I would change and why? The one thing that I think that I would change would be reparations. I will give everybody reparations that deserve the reparations, that have not received their reparations, especially melanated people would get reparations and at least $1 million. And that why is because we have not received them and we helped build this country. So that is what I would do as president for one day. I know that might be mediocre to other people, but it means a lot to the melanated people. And I would hope and pray that they would do the right things with the money, but it would be theirs. They can do whatever they want to do with it. Thank you, Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, for this opportunity. You can follow me on Facebook at Sylvia Wilson Elgin and Extraordinary People. You can also like, subscribe, share, and comment on my YouTube channel, Extraordinary People 4158. Bye.
Hello. This is Kennette Rawls from Virginia. It is my honor to answer your question for the week. Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, your question of the week is, if you was president for the day, what one thing would you change and why? Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, I would have to say the one thing that I would change for the day would be the age limit for alcohol, to purchase alcohol. I would change it from 21 to 25. That is something that I would like to change. We have a lot of people who are in car accidents and drinking DUIs, and they can't control their alcohol. I feel that it should be an age lift for our younger people to be able to drink legally at 25. That's one of the things that I would like if I was president for one day. Thank you, Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, for allowing me to grace your platform. I can be reached at Facebook, Kennette Rawls. And my Instagram is Miss K2U224. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day and a great week. Thank you.
When it's so good, all I can say is, yeah, baby, yeah, that's what's up. Smooth, what about you? I'm gonna ask you that because you're very political when it comes to that.
I would probably gear towards universal health care so that everybody had the same health care, no matter what your economic situation may be and or what city you might live in. I think everybody should be offered the same type of medical care, no matter where you're at.
Well,
and I think that there's other countries that do it. I think it's doable.
Well,
and I agree with one of the others that said about affordable housing. I think that every city should have a section that's not a desert, right? What I mean, food desert or anything else. It's within a decent community, and have affordable housing for some people, so that we had on my show last night. We were talking about doggone it, Wyoming.
Oh,
yeah,
that's too much money they want for those properties up there, like $7 million. What? Come on.
$7.5 million is.
You don't know what he's talking about. You need to go and get caught up and check that. That whole show was just a boom, mind blowing.
It was crazy, but same thing in Hawaii. So I mean, they need to be able to, that would be it. Yeah, affordable housing and medical for everybody.
But I have a thing about the medical part. I agree with you on that, only to a certain point. I got to have some stipulations with that, because if I don't want to take your medicine that you're trying to push in, and I have another alternative, and it's maybe holistic or whatever,
right?
Pay for it.
Yeah, that's part of the universal health care. You choose
whatever I
your avenue, and the government provides that for you. Why not? If you kept everybody healthy, you wouldn't have as big issue. I don't know that. I'd have to do the research on like Canada. Did they? Did Canada, have a better control over COVID than they did in the United States? Because I don't know that they necessarily pushed it.
Only one I know that was pretty good when it came to COVID is the Kingdom of Tonga.
That's right. That was amazing.
They did not for many years, and someone came over and brought it over, but nah.
Darn Americans.
But see, that's why I'm going to be like, don't say a word, Queen Silvy. Don't say a word, because there is so much I can say.
Hush your mouth.
When it comes to this government, you don't want me as president for one day, because I'm taking over. And it's going to be more than one day. I'm extending it. But let's keep it on.
You'd have immunity.
Listen, I'm going to have a lot of things, and I'm not even going to get into that. But what I will get into, it's the fact that we still have more greatness with it. Daniel from Jersey, Michele Boyd, Tamar Easley, and Marie McKinsley. Let's find out what they have to say.
I think for me, when I first stepped into my presidential run, I think I want to have universal health care. It's a toss between universal health care and student loan forgiveness. I'm not going to get love either way from both, but universal health care and mainly the loans will give me love for life. Easy.
Hey, Queen Silvy, Smooth Tim, and everyone. I'm Michelle. I'm here to answer the question of the week, which is, if I were president for a day, what would I change, or what would I do? I am pro-life. I feel that a woman's body is her own, and she should have her own choice. That's what I would change. I try to stay away from politics, but that's the one thing that I would change. A woman's right to choose, because America was built on the principles of freedom. I am Michele Boyd, certified life coach, women's empowerment strategist. My Instagram handle is Heaven Sent Life Coaching ATL. Until next time, bye.
Hey, it's Tay, and if I became the president of the United States for a day, I'm talking as soon as my big toe hits the doorway, hits the steps of the White House, I am forgiving all the loans, okay? All of them, for obvious reasons. I don't know what the repercussion will be the next day. I'll leave that to whoever's the president the next day.
But on my day, loans will be forgiven. And yeah, it's a short one today. As soon as I read that question, I said, "Oh yeah, it's going down." But thank you, Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim, and now you know. Bye.
Hey, Queen Silvy, Smooth Tim, everyone. I am Marie McKenzie, and I'm here today to answer the question of the week, which is, if you were president for a day, what would you change and why? Well, if I were president for a day, I would change the way lawmakers govern. I would enact mandatory regulation for them to get from behind the walls of partisanship and work together in a bipartisan manner to enact rules and regulations that would benefit all people, not just one section. They were elected by the people to work for the people, not just to benefit a party. When you're in an elected role, you benefit all people, even the ones that didn't vote for you. So if I were president for a day, that's the one thing I would change. They need to work together for everyone. I am Marie McKenzie, intimacy and relationship coach. See me on Instagram, Marie McKenzie Coaching. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Hi, thank you, everybody.
You guys are so wonderful. I want you to know that I truly love and appreciate you guys coming aboard every week, giving the best. I mean, you all have my vote. I'm going to vote.
I had to smile, and I agree. It would be nice to get rid of partisanship in D.C., but unfortunately, you have too many influencers. Let's call that lobbyists that are, putting money in the pockets of the politicians, maybe. I don't know, or taking you on vacation, or giving you yachts, or.
I have other names for those guys, but nevertheless, those were exceptional answers. And like I said, you definitely have my vote. I'm all with everyone on everything they said. Of course, the scroll that I have also, because I'm telling you, don't want me in.
The list is long, my people.
If that's what you want to call it. But coming up is Chetan Clawson and this great song that we have. But before we get into that, I have to take a moment and thank you. Thanking you for taking the time, being here, listening and watching and getting the super greatness that we provide every Thursday with the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth. Definitely thanking you, Pamela Anderson, and You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela, LP, and LP Flavor Review, God's Word to be Heard with Superstar Kayne, Living Life Focused on You. That's Kennette Rawls. Empowering Moments with Michi, Michele Boyd, Phantom Frost, and Studio Cats. And everyone who participated this week with the show question of the week: Pamela Anderson, Marva Riley, Pam Ross, Sylvia Wilson Elgin, Kennette Rawls, Daniel from Jersey, Michele Boyd, Tamar Easley, and Marie McKenzie. We thank you all. Yes, we do. In fact, if you would love to come aboard and be a part of the show question of the week panelists, or perhaps you would love to start your own segment aboard the platform, please, Smooth's going to tell you how we can get you hooked up and get you connected to do that very thing, Smooth. Tell them that, as well as how we can be followed on social media.
Absolutely. As I said, that's the top of the show. Looks grueling just in time. www.thequeensylvyshow.com. You can get in contact with us there by clicking on the contact tab. Can you imagine that? Or if you want to catch up with some of our past shows, you can go to our YouTube page, and in the YouTube search engine, just simply type in The Queen Silvy Show. You will get all three of our shows, and it's a potpourri of entertainment.
It definitely is a potpourri of entertainment. You like that?
I like that.
All right. Hey, it is what it is, and it is a terrific Thursday with the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. 3 days a week we bring the best in live entertainment, talents, topics, and resources from around the world just for you every Tuesday with the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show every Wednesday with Tim's Tidbits, and again every Thursday with the Now You Know show with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim's. Pass the word around for someone else to come in and get the super greatness we have in store for you. We give it to you from the heart. Always dedicated and bringing the best. Just like Chetan, I keep saying Chetan, Chetan. Just like Chetan Clawson. Smell is spelled C-E-T-A-N, which is why I keep wanting to say Chetan, but it's pronounced Chetan. without the N.
Like the cheese.
Like the cheese. Chetan Clawson, Clawson is the name. He is a Michigan-based rock trio. He's a former guest on the Queen Silvy Show, and he's a great performer, multi-talented indeed. We enjoyed a live performance just a couple days ago, and I thought it would be great to honor and show you guys just how
last
talented.
weekend, as a matter of fact.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To show you guys just how phenomenal this young man is, doing some very big things. The name of the tune is Everyday Blues, and you can find that and so much more on his website, Chetan Clawson.
CETAN.
ChetanClawson.net. CETANCLAWSON.net. We'll have it up on the website as well and on all social media platforms to get you connected with it. But sit back and enjoy it, if you will. And with that said,
till next week. I guess now you know. Bye.